Hey, it's Dr. Fred, lead coaching. You guys know us. I'm here with Captain Cotey over here. And here's the deal. In a time of the worst hype, where the world is changing practically by the minute, can we go from surviving into thriving? And that's why I asked top elite coach, Captain Cotey Jordan, who's got a practice outside of Pittsburgh, to join us because he really has an amazing story of how we go from survival to thrival. Actually, you never went to survival. You already built an amazing culture. So we were on a call the other day, man, and I just asked you to share your story.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So really what we were saying, because every chiropractor is in the exact same boat. You got this uncertainty time. People are acting weird. People are scared. So when it comes to your chiropractic office, I've been getting calls all week too. And even it all started last week. Like, what's going to happen? Are we getting shut down? Are patients not coming? There's all this stuff. And what I realize is a lot of chiropractors, they're getting scared themselves. And what if this Wednesday I heard that we're going to be closed down by midnight? I heard by Friday that we're going to be not able to see patients, but Saturday for sure. And they're caught up in all this drama of what if. And now that it's Wednesday the following week, none of it even happened. So when you and I were talking, you thought it was pretty incredible just percentage wise. Monday we saw 86% kept appointments, which quite frankly, I was pretty disappointed because typically we average 94. But in the circumstances, it's pretty good. Obviously, everybody's got people calling and rescheduling and saying, hey, I'm self-quarantine. We're going to sit this one out.
So yeah, tell them how many people you saw on Monday.
Well, we don't have a high volume practice. Man, some people you coach, they're seeing 5, 6, 700 plus. We saw 91. That was 86% kept appointments. We saw 91 on Monday, and it went really well. It went smooth. We built an amazing culture in our practice. What I would say is we built an army of patients where they expect us to be there for them.
Well, exactly. And so this is a thing in elite, I've made videos, and you're dealing with a psychology. The problem is a psychology problem. So the solution is a psychology solution. Now you've been in elite for I don't know, 6 years. You've been coaching the boot camps for what? Going on 2 years. So you've already created a culture of a lifestyle psychology. And so you're not getting hit like other people are. So tell them about the new patient that walked in the other day and the new patients, the RNs that have been walking in.
Yeah, so Monday, it wasn't even on the schedule. Monday, a 22 week prego walks in our office, and my front desk is looking like, can we help you? And she says, yeah, I'm looking to become a new patient here. And she's 22 weeks along, and she's a nurse. And man, when I came out to greet her, she gave me a big, firm handshake, and she's leaning in to give me a hug. And I'm thinking, is she trying to give me this virus? What's going on here? Obviously, I'm joking, but I'm telling you, man, this is a gal who's in the thick of things. And a lot of those nurses, they don't want to be doing what they're doing. The hospitals are just crazy right now. The systems aren't in place, and it's they have mindsets just like we do. We see a boatload of nurses in our office, and that particular prego, she gets it, man. We had another one. This was just yesterday. Yesterday, we had 95% kept appointments. That was pretty cool. Now, it was only half a day, so we only saw like 40 or 42 or somewhere in there. But we had another nurse, and totally unsolicited. She actually left a review on Facebook saying, these guys are amazing, man. They go above and beyond. And it was neat because as I saw this come across, or I think Heather told me about it. So I went on Facebook and I looked at it. She left a really cool review. And all of a sudden, her own people started attacking her. Like, what are you doing out and about? She's like, I'm a nurse. I don't have a choice. Like, I have to work. She's like, yeah, you go to work and you go home. Work, home, work, home. She's like, yeah, thanks for caring, but I'm going to keep going to my chiropractor and get my adjustments. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, for people that say, hey, what are you doing with all those people social distancing? You've also extended your hours So you don't have as many people in there at one time. So you are following the rules. It's just that you had to extend your hours. Are you there still? Yeah, you had to extend your hours to be able to take care of the same amount of people. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want this to sound like it's all peachy keen here, man. Dr. Amanda and I, we're exhausted because basically we're seeing the same amount of people, but we've extended our hours because listen, man, we're on a freaking mission, and everyone in the elite coaching group and people who are on purpose and driven, like we're here to serve and we're going to do whatever it takes. But Amanda and I were talking last night, we're kind of giggling about it. We're freaking exhausted, man, because these people are coming in, and because we're giving them time, they want to be heard and they want to let loose and they want to talk. And what's crazy about it, Fred, I was telling you this, is like they think like we think. And they're pouring it out and they're saying this is BS, like it doesn't even make sense. Why is the community so crazy? Why are they so scared and fear-based? And they come in and they just let loose on us because everyone in their circle and their personal lives, they all think they're nuts, just like everyone thinks we're nuts. So, we're going out of our way to serve our patients because we're there for them. We're following all the guidelines. We're not supposed to see wellness or maintenance. And because we have such a strong culture, they know that we're here. So when you have a pregnant mom coming in with sciatica, yeah, of course that's acute. When you have a mother who has debilitating migraines and she's flaring up from all of this added stress, from all the chaos that's going on in this world, yeah, that's acute. People are coming in for the right reasons. And I think it's important that people understand that, because as much as I believe that, yes, chiropractic, it gets people functioning, now is not the time to sit here and try to change people's beliefs and say, hey, the chiropractic adjustment increases your immune system. I agree, I believe that, but it's hard enough to change someone's belief system when all this craziness is not going on. So follow the rules, follow the guidelines, seize people because they're in acute conditions.
Well, and we just, I make videos about that exactly, to what you're saying about exactly how to change their beliefs from survival into confidence and thriving. And I have another one coming out tomorrow of exact language pattern of how to move them from fear and surviving into thriving. So the thing is, we were talking about this right before we started recording this, and people are looking for leadership. And that's what you're saying. You've already established yourself as a leader. And what people are really seeing in our practice now is what are patients' true belief systems when the social proof, one of the most influential human behavior characteristics, is herd mentality. And so they may think, because people can call in and say, Doc, I know this helps my immune system, but because the herd mentality of survival and fear is greater. And that's where you have to use the words from protection. Hey, I get it. You want to limit yourself, protect the health of your family. Well, what if we added extra protection? What if getting adjusted added extra protection and safety and moved you into confidence? And so, that's a whole new science. I mean, we talk about it on the Back to Health book. Here's another shameless plug. Hey, here's neuroimmunology right here, man. Posture, spinal cord, and whether your body's in a state of health or state of disease. And the important thing about that is you've already moved your whole culture into that, which is why you're not seeing, hey, to go from an averaging 94% kept appointments to 86, there's a lot of chiropractors who would be begging for that. And so it's a psychology problem. Psychology solution.
What I will say is Amanda and I, we watched your video yesterday, and you were spot on, man. That was nuggets right there. What I'm seeing though is a lot of chiros, they're folding. Hey, I'm not coming in. Okay, I understand. What you did on that video is 100%. That's good stuff. Realistically, just because, a lot of chiros, they have a hard enough time communicating that message on a normal day when all this stuff isn't going on. If I'm going to add some value here to anybody who's seeing this, another idea you can do is when people call and they're actually scared. You don't just downplay like, yeah, you'll be fine. Here's why. You just got to be human with them. You got to get some empathy and say, I understand. Would it work better if, and we don't, in our afternoon shift, we don't start seeing patients till 2. So what I offer up is like, hey, what if you came at 1:30? We just had everything cleaned over our lunch hour. Patients don't start coming until 2. What if we can get you in at 1:30? We'll have you in and out before anyone's even here. Would that work for you? And people have no problem. Like, oh my gosh, you'd be willing to do that for us? That's great. In fact, I'm bringing the 2 kids in with me.
Yeah. So there you go, man. Again, it comes back to what we teach in the boot camps. Rule number 1 is always rule number 1, know your audience, right? So what's going to be their benefit? So, in order to keep this thing somewhat brief, because we could go on and on, we could teach a whole boot camp right now because we're both used to doing that, right? So, hey, if you had to leave them with a pearl of wisdom from this, I mean, you are truly the exception to the rule. And I just want to tell people, I just want to say this right now. I look at people's intention sheets. So we look at this goal. Here's another one, Cameron Weishar, 87% kept appointments last week. So I look at people's goals. And I can count on one hand of all the clients of people that are under 80%. So because they've learned psychology. So when you're talking about that, what's that one pearl of wisdom that you'd like to leave people with?
Well, I'm gonna make it relevant to what's going on right now. The reason we're at where we're at is because we made a choice several years ago to become the best communicators and put in the systems in place and really work on our mindset. And that's why our patients have a very similar mindset. But if you're in this situation and you're not happy with where you're at, it's simple, man. Don't go hide in the corner and feel sorry for yourself. Make the decision that, hey, things need to change, because there's no reason why something like this can't happen again. But if you decide that rather than seeing a negative out of all this, say, wow, you know what, my culture's not as strong as I thought it was. Why don't I step up and make a change? Why don't I do something about this? And really all you need to do is you got to plug into the boot camps, man. I mean, we have plenty of people that have been coming to the boot camp after boot camp after boot camp. They still refuse to just learn the damn scripts. And if you're not willing to do that, you certainly aren't going to change your mindset to build that strong of a culture. So my pearl is this: you're where you're at because of decisions you made in the past. So whether you like it or not, there's no better time than now to advance. Even if you're in a shitty situation, even if you're not happy with where you're at, make the decision, man. Let's take it to the next level right now.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And one thing that I've been saying, and it was on the TMT, Tuesday Morning Transformation. So I would have everybody look that up on YouTube or go to Dr. Fred D. Domenico on Facebook and watch Tuesday Morning Transformation. Because the thing is, are you looking out the window or are you looking in the mirror? And one of the things that we say there, because that's what you're talking about, is you're asking people to look in the mirror. If you don't like what you see, then make a decision now to create something different. And what it is we're stepping into a new world. Right now we're in a new world. And when this thing passes, the world is not going to go back to what it used to be. There's going to be a new normal. And so the meaning of the new world that's being created is the meaning of your message, that we get to determine the new meaning of chiropractic in people's minds. We get to choose the meaning of this new world. And what you do right now is going to determine what meaning that is. And if you're a chiropractor, you were born for this moment. Chiropractic have been paved on the backs of a heck of a lot of people that had a lot more risk than what we have. And we're born for this moment. So you decide what meaning you want and then take the action steps now to create that meaning. Because we are in 30 to 90 days, the world's going to be different. So there you go. so based on that. All right. Hey, man, thanks for sharing. You're truly a great leader. And man, just to be an example that the way your practice is, and this is what everybody knows, it's in your mind, right?
Yeah.
Practice is in your mind.
Hey, mindset master. I can't go the whole show without showing you this, man.
Yeah, look at
Look at
that.
that.
Hashtag mindset
I
master.
realized I wasn't even in the damn camera. Ah, you're right though. Mindset, baby. It all comes down to mindset. That's what it is. Mindset of you as a leader, mindset of your tribe, your patients. And that's with everything in life, man.
Yep. Thank you. Mindset, then systems. All right. Love and appreciate you, man. Thank you all for checking this out. Please send this video to chiropractors that are struggling or even ones that aren't. But let's create a new world right now. So thanks.